I'm going to make a simple little bracelet using these. So let's get started. We'll make a little wrap around, and then I think I'm going to join them with jump rings. So I'm going to go around. And this is fairly hard wire. Take crystal, a spacer, a bead. I think I cut these longer than 3 inches. Because look how long they are. I got plenty of room. I was thinking I cut them 3 inches. Yeah, I cut them longer than 3 inches. Let's see, I eyeballed it. About 3. Roll it around. Roll it back. There. Now, yeah, I made a different bracelet using these beads, and I really like the looks of these. So it had a link in it. So I wanted to do one just with these beads without the link, to see what it'd look like. I don't have many of them left, so this will probably be the last one you see of these beads, unless I mix them with something else, because I don't have but a couple left. Pretty much most everything I make is just one of a kind, because usually don't have enough beads to make 2 of them. I might have to hold it with my hand. Need to quit laying my elbow there. Take one of these. Spacer. One of these. A spacer. And one of these. Well, it's long enough you can pull it around so far. Because this is half hard wire. Back it up a little bit. And then I'm just so afraid I'm going to break these crystals. And my son has it like, I think, 66 degrees in this house. We had him turn it up the other day, so I don't know if it's still up or if it's still low. Yeah. Well, it was hot outside. Bad. It was in the 100s, and I don't know. I can't deal with heat either. I don't deal with either. My happy temperature is like low 70s. For my body, anyway. And I guess if it stay 70 year round, then you get to where you couldn't tolerate anything. So all right. don't know if I'm going to use those yet or not. They might be too big. Would anybody be interested in knowing how to root an African violet? Because I've got some that I rooted, and I thought about making a video on how to root one. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that or not. It was a thought. If anybody's interested in that, comment down below. And I might make a short little video on how to root an African violet. I've got a little piece of a rose that my husband gave me for my birthday. In the window, it's got some buds on, I mean not buds, but where the leaves come out places. And I thought maybe I might get it to root. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, I'll let y'all know. I don't have my hopes for it because it's a florist flower, so yeah, I don't have my hopes on it. Yeah, I cut the stems so I could get them in this vase, and whenever I did, I noticed that it had little buds at the joints, and I'm like, well, maybe it'll root. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Never really tried to root roses, except we put cuttings down at the creek whenever I was young, but I don't remember how we did them. I just stuck them in the creek for my mother, right on the bank, and they stayed wet enough that whenever we went back down there, everything was rooted. So, as long as you don't have a big rain that comes and washes them out, But it was just a little trickle of a it was just a small little creek. It probably wasn't 2 foot wide. And probably 3 inches deep. It's just enough water to say that there was water back there. I miss that old creek. We played in it a lot whenever I was little. Walked all the way up it to the pond. And there was one spot in it, though. It was almost quicksand, I'd say, because I sunk up to my knees. And didn't hit anything. I had to grab the bank and pulled myself out. So I don't know how deep it would have went. Didn't want to find out either. Yeah, we lived near the river, and there was a pond above us. And my mother would say, "You better not be any further away from the house where you can hear me scream your name and I hear you answer me." And she'd holler and we'd answer. We'd be a quarter of a mile away and answer. Screaming at the top of our lungs, "We're here!" Well, those were days when you could let the kids out to roam. Worst we could run into was a copperhead or something. And I did jump a copperhead one time. It was a little one. It was in the path, and I had been running up there, and I just happened to see him. And I was going to step on him or jump over him, so I jumped over him because I was running. I don't know how I got past him, but I got past him. Yeah, that could have been a bad situation. Because I'm allergic to horses, and they make snake venom with horse serum or from horses or something. I don't know if I'd be allergic to it or not. Don't want to find out either. But yeah, he was laying across the path, and I was running up through there, and I saw him, and I'm like, "Oh no," and I jumped over him because there wasn't no stopping. I would have stopped right on him. Yeah. And I was riding my bike up to my friend Amy's house, and then I glided all the way home. Sometimes you had to push it up to Amy's house because it was all uphill. I mean, the whole way was uphill. You didn't even have to pedal coming home. Trying to scoot that down, but I don't know that it's going to go down much further. There it goes. But yeah, I went to school with Amy, and her mother babysitted me. And then we moved to a closer place, and Mama ran it. We moved to a closer place, and then to my grandmother's and then Mama rented out the house to somebody else, and we lived close to my grandmother for a little while, and then we moved back to the house. Yeah, we were right on the river there for a while. I'd drag my wagon down there to the river and I'd go fishing, and one of the neighbor men said, "It's dangerous for you to be down here by yourself," being a little girl. So I got me a ball cap, and unless you knew who I was, I didn't look like a little girl anymore. Put me a ball cap on, some old baggy clothes, and put all my hair up into the ball cap so it didn't look like I was a girl. Yeah, I'd bring fish home, and my mother would she'd say, "If you're going to bring fish home, you're going to have to learn how to clean them." So I learned how to clean, because I didn't know that she wasn't well at the time. But it turns out she had cancer, so yeah, and she was doing the best she could. But I'd bring fish home. The neighbors brought fresh produce over, and one of the older men would bring a striper over every once in a while, and that's a big old fish. And he didn't clean it. She'd have to clean it, or I would, once I learned how, you know. But she would make fillets of it. Yeah, she'd make fillets of it and then put some kind of breadcrumb stuff on it with some kind of seasoning, and just lay it flat in the dish and sprinkle the crumbs over top of it. I don't know what seasoning, because she died whenever I was, how old was I? I think I was 19. And my baby sister was 2 or 3, and she'd been about 3 or 4. She was little. And the other ones were in their teens, and I was the oldest. But yeah, she died. She had cancer. And the littlest one she was about 3. And yeah, my brother and sister from my mother's first marriage was they were in their young teens. One of them was a teen. I think the other one was like 13, and the other one might be 11 when she died. Something like that. Yeah, she was a nurse. She had a bachelor's degree in nursing. was back in a time whenever you couldn't go to nursing school if you were married. So she went to nursing school and snuck and got married while she was still in nursing school and about got thrown out. Yeah, there it is. Y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking out to the end. Like and subscribe. It helps me out. And I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care out there. Bye-bye.